Welcome to one and all, wherever you may be watching around the world. It's round 16 action here of the Victorian Premier League, and we've got a beauty in store today. Kevin Bartlett Reserve is the venue, and it's Richmond versus the Oakley Cannons. And as I said, this should be an actual cracking game tonight. It's 6 versus 2nd, and Richmond are one of the informed teams at the moment. And who would have thought that 5 weeks ago Richmond was staring down a relegation battle? But on the back of a 5-match unbeaten streak, they find themselves just outside the top 5. And this is what proving to be a pivotal game against the Oakley Cannons, who themselves sitting in 2nd position. It's a logjam between 5th place Bentley and 9th place Southern Stars. So that only the 3 points will do for Richmond. As the players come out, it is absolutely pouring with rain here today in Melbourne. Insipid conditions, and we'll cast our eye quickly over the teams today. And in goal, as per usual for Richmond, is Siapan Gal. Number 2, Andrew Viola. Number 3, Erhan Kadahan. Number 5, Liam Cannell. Number 7, Timmy Purcell. Number 9, Tom Cahill. Number 10, Kyle Joriev. Number 12, Sam Shepherd. Number 14, Daniel Visevic. Number 19, Hamlet Armenian. Number 23, Scott Muirhead. And for the Oakley Cannons, it's number 1, Luis Italiano. Number 2, James Cumming. Number 12, Luke Walker. Number 20, Aristios Drakos. Number 5, Casper Anderson. Number 19, Goran Zoric. Number 6, Ramazan Tavansogoglu. Number 21, Hayden Doyle. Number 26, Lambros Honos. Number 17, Rasmus Festerson. And number 10, Ricky Diaco. So folks, this promises to be a fantastic game despite the conditions. Well, hopefully the rain will let up. Of course, Oakley in the all blue strip, and Richmond into the first 11. A nice crowd below us. Smell the beautiful food. I know where I'll be going at half time, as we're only moments away from kick-off here. And Richmond, as I mentioned, only weeks ago was staring down relegation, but they've won their last 3 in a row, with a couple of draws before that as well. Grabbed 11 points out of a possible 15. Now all of a sudden finding themselves on 21 points, just below Bentley on 23. Of course, there is another game being played today, and it's Hume are at home to Heidelberg, and really a big game for those two teams as well. Hume City in the same position as Richmond on 21 points, and Heidelberg, if they have any skerrick of hope to avoid relegation, need to grab all 3 points. Oakley, of course, have had a bumper season. Of course, the runners-up last season to Green Gully, and they've been in some form as well as we're underway. And it's Oakley kicking to the right of screen. And apologies for possible footage here. It is raining very hard here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve, but the pitch still looks to be in quite fantastic condition. It's been a heavy raining day here in Melbourne. As I look to move forward for the first time here, squared up. Here's an opportunity. Should be cleared away here. Nicely done, calmly done there by the Richmond defence. That'll be cut off. Go all the way back to the keeper there. Italiano hands it across. He might let the ball run out. No, keeps it in play here. Does well there, Cumming. Richmond have done quite well here in this season. Despite the slow start to the season, have only conceded 16 goals in 15 matches. So, you know, they've got a tight defence. It's Cumming, kicks it long. Headed away. Chance there. Now Diaco, no, runs past, just past. Should be an easy one there for Shepherd. Conditions, as you can imagine, will be quite slippery on foot. It's missed there, and there's an opportunity here now for Joriev on the left-hand side. Needs some numbers streaming in the middle. Crosses it in. First touch. Not so bad there by Cahill. And they get the first corner of the game after 2 minutes. And Joriev maybe had a little bit more time with the cross. In fact, they're giving us a goal kick. I thought initially there the referee pointed for a corner. The referee just having a little chat, just looking at the ball. Yes, it's pumped. Well done. Let's get the game underway again. Of course, we did have some state knockout cup action during the week. Heidelberg stunning 3-2 victors over Dandenong in the quarter-final group stages. And of course, same scoreline, Port Melbourne defeated Pascoe Vale. So the Burgers, as that goes out for a throw-in, the Burgers will be looking for a similar effort today against Hume. Of course, we'll keep you posted with the scores as they come to hand. Oakley starting this round 6 points behind ladder leader Dandenong, who got back on the winners list. Here's an opportunity stripped away. Great save in a corner there. Superb play, and we'll catch it on the replay here. It was Zorayev intercepted there and saw the keeper off the line. Ayano does well, parries it away for the first corner of the game. And that would have been some start there for Richmond. Beautiful play there. In fact, there might have been Armenian, who was a superstar last week, coming on against South Melbourne, scoring a brace. Cross comes in, it's a high ball. Armenian again gets his head to it. Italiano takes it, good clean grab, and Armenian there was left, but that ball seemed to take an eternity to come down from that cross, trying to bring more rain. Surely we've had that for today, and that will go out for a throw-in. A good start here in the opening 4 minutes by Richmond, and really chock full of confidence. Like I said, one of the form teams of the comp in the last month. You know how dangerous a side Richmond can be. Structurally been very sound, and now just starting to get their attacking wares in place. Many, as I mentioned, came on as a substitute for the last 25 minutes and scored 2 goals, admittingly against a slumping South Melbourne side, but nevertheless a good 3-1 away victory. Of course, Oakley in the grand final replays, they move forward there with Diaco. Nice little flick on there. Opportunity now for Festerson. Squares it up. It's an opportunity. It's the opening goal of the game after 5 minutes. Some finish, and Festerson was left all on his own, and he squared it up. As we catch it on the replay, Festerson squared it, and some finish, and well, an easy finish in the air there for Lambros Honos. And after 5 minutes, as I was singing the praises of a Richmond team, Oakley have made me to look silly, which is not really all that hard to do. And after 5 minutes, it's the Oakley Cannons 1, Richmond 0. And Michael Chatsitsaronis will be wondering how Festerson was kept all on his own on the right. He was able to pinpoint his cross into the box, squared it up nicely, and Honos was there for a simple tap-in. Agal had no chance, and that's what good teams do. They make you pay for lax defending. As they push forward again here, Oakley, not content here. A good finish. And some start to the game. We only had 60 seconds earlier where Armenian had a stunning strike saved by Italiano. And from the ensuing play, Oakley have gone up by a goal to 0. Number 26. If you're playing your lucky numbers at home, here's the goal scorer after 5 minutes. And a bit of work now for Richmond to do. Festerson didn't allow me to say that, of course, last week in the grand final replay, Oakley were held to a 1-1 draw by Green Gully. As both teams just warming up to this season, the three-quarter of the way mark, sitting in second and third respectively. And you'd expect those two sides to feature quite heavily in the final series. And of course, Oakley's opponent are looking to squeeze in themselves. It's nicely done. An opportunity now for Oakley to press forward again, but this should be cut out quite easily. And now they can run through the middle. Purcell loses the ball. Chance now. It's Honos. Nice little dink forward there for Diaco. And a great stalwart of the game here in Victoria. Of course, Melbourne victory. Of course, some people may not know that Ricky Diaco represented Australia in futsal some time ago. And great to have him back out on the park today. Came as a substitute last week. Of course, their leading scorer is an opportunity there for Cahill. It's a goal kick. Pressured in the end. And the Oakley coaching staff, Zois, Theodoropoulos, will be obviously astounded at the start here. So look to maintain pressure on Danny Nong at the top of the ladder. It's offside there, Diaco. Just offside, good call. And quickly released. So the rain still continues to tumble. Kick back there to Italiano. Slow build up here. Oakley just playing past the parcel here at the moment. Chance down there for Cumming as they push forward now. Nice little 1-2, but cleared away there nicely by Joriev. Italiano has to come out quickly. Play on. Good 50-50 contest. But I think Visevic most definitely got the worst of. But Italiano there, he needed to come out, had to make it his, and good keeping. There was a split decision there as Visevic gets back onto his feet. And he seems to be okay. But the Italiano decided very early on there to run off his line. We saw Visevic there. Had half a side of goal. But in the end, good keeping thwarted any opportunity. So it'll be a drop ball by the left corner flag. Kick long and back there for goal. Cudahan will pass it back. Bit of deja vu. Double launch this one long. There. By Cahill. Zoraev, nice first touch. Buys himself a bit of time. Gives it back there for Cahill. Squares it nicely. And Canal couldn't quite get the first touch there. Is that handball? Play on. I'm watching a different game. And the ball is long and that'll skid out of play. Throw in by the substitutes just warming up there. No real hurry there. Is Doyle to take the throw in. So 10 minutes down. It's Richmond 0, Oakley 1. In case you were grabbing a cup of coffee and you missed the goal, Honos after 5 minutes. A simple tap in the end, really. Good work there by Festerson, who crossed the ball in from the right. And Richmond, only moments earlier, had a great save. Had a great shot saved. Nice little back flick. The idea was right, the execution not quite there. Cudahan always looks calm on the ball. Should be a free kick there for Muirhead. It is. Quickly taken. Joriev been busy in the opening stands. That's a good cross in. Drakos had to head it away. Still in play. An opportunity. Joriev again has Muirhead to his right, and that's got to be a free kick just outside the box. An enterprising position here for Richmond. Joriev there used nimble fit there, and the tackle by Festerson didn't go unnoticed by the referee. Opportunity here now for Richmond to apply a bit of pressure. Muirhead and Cahill over the ball. Muirhead. That could be Cahill with the right. Takes a shot! And that's some strike! And that's the equaliser, Cahill, on 12 minutes. And Italiano, he couldn't get enough on it at the side. You can hear the locals down there, they're liking it. And that is some strike to get your team back level. And on 12 minutes, what an enterprising start to the game. It's Richmond 1, the Oakley Cannons 1. And folks, we do have a game on our hands. So Oakley will go along there. Festerson, will he keep it in play? Using his pace here, Festerson on the right does well. Can stream into the box, squares it up. Headed or kicked away, in fact. Opportunity rebounds. End-to-end stuff here. Honos. Diaco flicks it back. Is that onside? It is. Good defending. It'll be a goal kick. I need to catch my breath. And goal will allow me to do so. Taking just a little bit of time there to take the goal kick. But a superb strike there by Tom Cahill. Makes it 1-1 here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. I said from the outset that this was going to be a cracking game, and if the opening 12 minutes, nicely headed back there, the opening 12 minutes are anything to go by, we should be in for some action. Let's not take anything away from the strike there by by Cahill, sorry, but I thought that maybe Italiano could have maybe saved that one, but it was beautifully pigeonholed, top left-hand corner. Strikes like that don't come any sweeter. And every right to celebrate that one. So we're back to square one. Scores are level, 1-1, 4 minutes on the clock. Cahill 12 minutes strike has nullified the 5th minute Honos goal. As Festerson again squares it nicely just over Honos. Good defending, but it'll come straight back. Chance here for Doyle now, just to reload here for Oakley. Looking for possibly a more patient build-up. Bit of 1-2 there between Cumming and Doyle. And Tavanasoglu almost got got caught out there. Cumming does well, but he's touched just a little bit too heavy. Enables Richmond to clear. Again, only for a short time. And that is a harsh tackle, and we might see. Are we going to see a card here? We had. Well, yes, it was Joriev there going in quite rigorously. And the referee just giving him a stern warning. No card on that occasion. That'll be a free kick here. Drakos will take it. Drakos with the free kick. A few numbers just around the box here for Oakley. Drakos, long curving ball. This should be goals. It is an easy take for a keeper of a goals class. Launch it long. Does well there. Does Armenian. Read the ball better. In fact, he'll win himself a corner. Good play there by Hamlet Armenian. He read the ball in the air, used his pace, wins a corner. So good pressure here by Richmond. In the other game, down at Epping, it's Hume 0, Heidelberg 0. The corner will come in. Swapping the ball, just taking their time here, positioning themselves. We saw from a previous corner Armenian being unmarked and headed, having a header saved. I'm sure there'll be tighter marking on this occasion as the cross comes in. It's a flatter one! Flicked over. In fact, there might be another corner on the other opposing side. Good corner. They came in, a flat as attack really, curved in, flicked over. They could have gone anywhere, and fortuitously there for Oakley. Just away for another corner. Corner down the opposing side, just to the bottom left-hand corner here of your screen. The cross comes in a little bit higher, headed away. The chance by Joriev with the shot, but didn't get enough pepper on it. And the Oakley defence just saw that one peter away for a goal kick. Didn't quite get enough on it. He scuffed a shot. In the end, it's allowed to roll out. So Italiano now with the goal kick. Frenetic pace this game is being played at. They push forward again. Armenian will keep this in play. Will square it in quickly. The idea was right. Couldn't quite get enough on the cross. They've almost caught, and that'll be a free kick there for Oakley. I like that play there by Hamlet Armenian, who whipped the ball in first touch. Unfortunately, didn't quite get enough on it, and was easy enough there for Oakley to clear. Should be an easy one if that's offside, but Cadahan had that one covered nevertheless. As the rain continues to tumble here. And the conditions are really conducive to great football, but we've most certainly seen some good football being played here in the opening stanza. Guy will launch that one long. Easy one for Cumming to header away. And well done there by Purcell. Just bought the Richmond guys a little bit of time to run back. You can see them all in a line playing 4 along the back as the ball goes in forward. It's an easy one headed away. Back to Purcell, who started the play 20 seconds earlier. Richmond moving forward, but it's cut out again. Festerson. Oakley, for mine, in the opening 20 minutes, have probably looked more assured on the ball. Bought themselves a little bit more time, a little bit more patient. Richmond have a little bit more hasty. Zoriev again, just a long ball, just hoping for a run on, and a wasted ball really for mine. And Italiano can quickly release that one for Cumming. But they can't argue with the scoreline. It's 1-1 after 20 minutes. There's Melbourne's water dams get a nice deluge today. And good work here by the cameraman, who's just in front of me getting soaked. All to get the pictures out to you folks watching at home or wherever you may be watching. As the game gets into more of a rhythm here now, a bit more passing football. As the edge has just been taken out, all the pace. The Arco has Festerson, and Cumming running to his right, but Festerson might go himself. In fact, does, turns on to his left. Back there for Walker. And they go all the way back now into their defensive half again. And all the way back there to Italiano. We'll reload again. Not sure what to do. We'll just launch it long. It should be an easy one there for Cumming to head it forward. Just straight there for Cadahan. Nicely done there for Muirhead. And now it's Richmond's turn. So the game just settled down now after the frenetic opening 16 or so minutes. There's the Arco. Does nicely there. Walker. A little bit more chess-like being played now. And we'll go all the way back to the keeper, and we'll start again. Italiano launched the ball long again. An easy one for the defence. Cleared away, long ball. Hoping for Cale to run onto it, but it'll be cleared away for a throw. As you can see on the screens, the rain continues to tumble. In fact, it's getting even harder. Your long throw. Yes, trying to launch it just to the edge of the box here. It's Cahill there, but through the weight of numbers, Oakley can clear and try and break here. Nicely cut out. It's cut back again, and now Festerson. Good pass there, yes, Cumming running to his right. Cumming latches onto the ball here. Sizes up his opportunities. Curves it nicely. Punched away by Gull. not confident under the conditions to take the grab. In a stylish punch. And now Richmond can go push forward again now through Visevic. Nice ball there for Joriev, who can run. First time cross into the box. He beats everything. That's handball. No, wave play on. It'll be a goal kick. In fact, it'll be a corner. And just for a fleeting moment there, I thought it might have been a hint of handball, but quickly squashed by the referee. Good, clean, decisive calling. There'll be another corner here for Richmond. Now we've seen a couple of times from this side of the ground, the crosses have caused Oakley some concern. Ball gets whipped in, high ball, and Italiano almost fumbles, but takes it on the second take. He's looking to release quickly, but defending quite deep there, Oakley. So not many numbers pushing forward, and it's a wasteful kick there by the keeper. And equally as wasteful, returns the favour. Be a throw in there for Oakley, just by the entrance gates. And there you can see the first signs, and it's taken away here. A chase by Cahill! Clinical finish, and that's a brace! And it's 2-1. And that is poor defending. It was cut away there, and Cahill and Italiano, in all fairness, no chance to finish. He was caught napping by the poor defensive work by his teammates. And on 24 minutes, Cahill has 2, Richmond has 2, and they now lead by 2-1. And folks, unfortunately, no matter how good a keeper you are, if your defence makes mistakes like that, you'll be caught out every time. And Cahill made the most of it. It was just like a little pickpocket there. Cahill stripped it off his toes, ran on one-on-one with the keeper, was backpedaling. Great finish, and Richmond lead by 2-1. It's a pretty simple game, football. As Diaco does nicely here. Here's an opportunity now. Will they take the shot? And unfortunately there for Oakley, Doyle unable to get enough on it. It was a good opportunity there for Doyle. As we catch it on the replay, he had time to size that one up. He pulled the left foot back, and unfortunately could not get enough on it, and an easy one there for goal. In fact, he just watched it roll away for a goal kick. But how about that, folks? Cahill has 2, and 2 superb strikes. A chance there. An opportunity now for Richmond again. Crossed into the box. Taken out there by Italiano. You can see him just having a little go at the players. Shepherd there with the cross. And Italiano gives the ball back and almost caught out there again. In fact, it might be caught out. Cahill again. This time the defence strips the ball off him. And they look to push forward here through Walker. Now, a chance here for Honos to run. Honos flicks it back there. Here's a chance. Now Anderson. Diaco now has Cumming. Good running here by Cumming. Crosses the ball in. It's a poor one. And an easy one. Well, I thought it was going to be an easy one, but they will win the throw in anyway. And Cumming perhaps could have done just a little bit better with the cross. But a nice attacking foray there by Oakley. And just a nice little reminder there for the Richmond defence that they'll have to remain on their toes. But Tom Cahill is the man of the moment in the first half. Superb striking on goal. Clinical striker's finish as well. Only had half a sniff. He took the opportunity fully. As Doyle there still maintains the ball. Good persistence there by Hayden Doyle. And he'll get it back and try to square up. I saw the idea that the player's free. But he slipped as he kicked it. And unfortunately the opportunity was lost. But they get the opportunity again. Honos receives a gift from goal. He'll stream into the penalty box here. Looks to square it up. It's a good opportunity there. And Diaco couldn't quite get over the top of the ball there. And it went over the bar. Honos had Diaco there. It's free. Look at that. Free in the box. Just a tad too high there for Diaco to get his foot over the ball. And it went over the bar harmlessly in the end. But just as I was saying, a reminder for the Richmond defence. And we saw how they conceded the first goal. Festerson and Honos were left free. And again, just a reminder there. I'm sure Chachitzafronis will get stuck into the lads at half time. But they can ill afford to let the players of the ilk of Festerson, Honos and Diakos to be free in their attacking penalty area. But as we continue to have a game that is not only pleasing to the eye but with plenty of opportunities, as we head towards the half-hour mark, to push forward here, Richmond throw in, and it'll be launched here. In fact, the ball might come towards us, and here we go. No, souvenir for someone in the crowd. Muirhead will have a second go here with the throw. Long ball, headed nicely is a chance, or half a chance, and it's a free kick, and just outside the penalty area. Quite sure what that was for, to be honest. But Richmond have a free kick nevertheless, in a very enterprising position here. And can they make it through in the half-hour mark? Well, there's three people around the ball, but I can assure you there's only one person that's going to be taking this one. After a great strike on goal to equalise. In fact, it's not. The left foot shot just over the bar. Italiano saw that one all the way. It was Visevic. Well, he proved me wrong. I thought Cahill was going to take the strike. And Visevic couldn't quite get over the top of it. Dipping ball. But Italiano saw that one go over the bar all the way. In the other game being played down at Epping Reserve, or on Harvester Road, it's Hume City 0, Heidelberg 0. And of course here in the game, half hour gone. As Jorieff, and the ball went out of play there. It's a Richmond 2, Oakley 1. But definitely a game not bereft of chances. And we've seen Oakley bounce back quite well with a couple half opportunities since going down by 2-1. Poor throw in there by Cumming, allows Richmond to clear. Cahill turns Dragos around, but Anderson was there to cover. Nicely done there by Purcell. Gives the ball away there, does Cannell. Here's an opportunity there. Honos' first touch just deserted him. Play on. Diaco looking for... Well, takes a shot himself, Diaco. And bounces just in front of goal, but straight into the midriff. So Diaco decided to go on his own. Great first touch there by Cahill. Now a chance here for Jorieff. In this game, nice little back flick for Jorieff here. A shot on goal is wide. But again, enterprising football. The nice little back flick there for Jorieff. Nice play there. Might have been Armenian there with the back flick. And Jorieff couldn't get over the ball there. In fact, it was wider than I first anticipated there, looking on the replay. But superb play. We just had only seconds earlier Diaco with the shot. Gale quickly released it. Great first touch there by Cahill. Released Jorieff, who completed the play. And speaking of the man, Jorieff, nice little flick on. Cahill being surrounded there by defenders. Chance now Purcell. Gives it up there. And can they break? Zoric hasn't been sighted all that much in this half. Runs around. Shows a little bit too much of it. And now Richmond can clear. But Diaco does well. Uses his strength and all his guile to give it there. Festerson squares it up. Here's the chance. It's 2-2. And just like that, it's Zodic, I think, with the equaliser. And Festerson allowed again to square the ball up. We can catch that one more time on the replay. And goal beaten by the near post. And on 31 minutes, it's Richmond 2, Oakley 2. And right on cue, Hume City also score. They lead by a goal to nil themselves on the half-hour mark. And folks, this is a smashing game of football. But again, Chatsatafronas will be scratching his head. The defence allowed Festerson again to get the better of it on the right hand side, squared it up there for Zodic, and it was an easy goal as the ball comes in again and headed away, and it should be an easy one there. And after I said he was barely sided, on 33 minutes, Zodic scores the equaliser, and it's 2-2. So a couple half opportunities that Oakley had after going down by 2-1 seemed to spring him into life there as they continue to push forward. Chance now for Honus with the shot, but an easy one there for goal on that occasion. Nice after conceding a goal just to get one clean in the midst. As goal sprays that clearance into the dugouts. And at the moment, this game is fluctuating like a yo-yo. It's up and down football, but great football to watch. And definitely one of the better games or better opening halves I've seen this season. As Richmond will take the throw in. Be interesting now to see how both sides decide to attack this game. We've seen such open football. Could be, in all honesty, could be 3 or 4 goals each at the moment. Like I mentioned earlier, for mine, Oakley have just been a little bit more assured on the ball. But Richmond have looked so dangerous as they move forward. Clean, precise passing. But all the best attacks for Oakley have come through Festerson, who's assisted twice beautifully. And speaking of the man, another opportunity where he's done his damage on 2 occasions. On that time he lets himself down, and that time the Richmond defence were able to defend that one a lot easier. Is Anderson. As now Oakley look to pin Richmond right back, nicely squared up there for Zodic. Look to run to the right, good defending that time, used the strength. But again, can only momentarily stop it as Diaco. Gives it to Honos, back to Diaco. Has the shot on the left. And watches that one go by. And Diaco maybe there had a couple of players to his left. Decided to go himself. Got enough power behind it. Oh, in fact, it's taken a touch. And it'll be a corner. So we'll give Diaco a bit more credit there. It seemed to go pretty clear from the boot. Of course, the referee's right on spot. As the cross will come in. Headed away there by Cudahan. Straight back in again. Once again cleared. Chance now Doyle. Might get it back. No, in fact it's brought back in. Here's a chance now. You throw in there for Oakley. So Oakley continuing to push here. Had the better of the 12 minutes since they went down by 2-1, which has culminated in an equaliser. And that's one thing that's been impressive by Oakley this season. They've kept fighting. And when you've got the class that they have on the pitch, you're never out of the game. And Doyle again. Look for Cumming. A good defending. Again, looking for the quick release. Jorieff there. Play on. They were looking for the quick release where Jorieff was streaming on the right, but it was cut out there by Oakley. Once again, with a more patient build-up. A bit more passing football here by Oakley. Again cut out. And Purcell. And this is when Richmond have looked far more dangerous, when they've been willing to run hard at defence like that, as they cross to the right. And it'll be another corner. As I've mentioned on a couple of occasions, this is when they've looked dangerous. They've streamed hard, running hard at the defence, and they win the corner. And Zoric concedes, but good defending there by Zoric. Goal scorer now, come defender. Muirhead here with the corner, the far side. What can he do here? He'll be looking to whip it in with the left foot. They've varied the corners up today. High, low, flat. This one's a high ball. Headed away there. And it's a goal kick. In fact, it might have been given a free kick. Cudahan may have put the hands in the back there. There's a cross come in. And Cudahan just wide there with the header. They have looked dangerous from the crosses. Headed away, and there's a clash of heads, and really we see there Canal. I didn't know if really the goal kick came up. Well, the elbow was up there by Canal, but I don't think it definitely wasn't malicious, but it definitely collected. And you can see if I can, not quite sure who the player is there, but most definitely in a bit of pain. No card has been shown. Again, I didn't think it was a malicious attack there, but definitely the elbow was up there by Canal, and has most definitely collected the face there of the Oakley player. And Canal will go up. Nice to see. In fact, Canal does get a yellow card. It all looks good here for the Oakley player. And we expect Festerson to come back on the pitch any moment now. So good to see Festerson getting back up on his feet. And the way this game's been played, and the danger that Festerson has been, they can ill afford Festerson to be injured at this moment. And he does come back on now. It's 5 minutes before half time. There's a free kick there. Bit of a clumsy challenge. Quickly taken, looking for Joayev. In fact, that's a good ball. Will get to him on the left. Again, finding himself in the mountains of space. Has Muirhead there in support. Muirhead whips it in, and it's a poor cross into the box. It should be an easy one. Well, in fact, Italiano opts for the punch. Seems to have taken an eternity to come down there. Festerson now on the ball. Whips the ball in, keeps it in play. Only for Muirhead to give it back there. Canal. Now they can reload through Shepherd. Ball given away now, Diaco, but just doesn't have any support. Nice ball there for Zoric. Well cut out there by Cudahan. Only momentarily, and does well on the second occasion there, Cudahan. And Diaco looking for the free, not forthcoming. Good defending, and now they'll win the free kick. Good play there by Richmond, and good play in particular there by Cudahan. Used his strength, did well there. Now in the throes of half time here. See how the two teams decide to play the last few moments here. Will they be looking for the Oranges at half time, or will they seek to push forward for another goal? Streaming through now here, Oakley. There's Festerson on the right. They really need to start marking Festerson a lot more than they have been. He's been free on many occasions, and we've seen the damage he's done. Nice little 1-2 byplay there, allows Doyle through. Doyle might take the shot himself, he's got plenty of time! And Doyle just lets himself down with the shot. But it was like Noah and parting waters there, because they just all moved. And I don't know if Doyle didn't put the deodorant on today, but they just all moved away and just allowed him mountains of space. In the end, he had a clear shot on goal, and be disappointed that he couldn't at least make goal save there. In fact, in the end, it was a good 6 or 7 metres wide. The defence just backed away. Doyle, again, would be disappointed he didn't get at least a save out of the keeper. And Doyle again, now through the middle. Just long there for Diaco. Cut a hand there just for a moment. Was looking for goal to come out. He didn't come. And just pointing to goal there. In the end, a hasty clearance, and it'll be a throw-in for Oakley, sorry. Throw in. One of my bare bugs, these foul throws. But they're very rarely pinned. A chance now for Cumming. Time to whip the ball in, but it's a poor one. And it's got to be a little bit better when you got, especially when you got that time. And a long ball in hope, and it's an easy one. Oakley headed that away now. Canal. Nice through ball looking there for Canal. Well cut out there in the end there by Walker. Be back with Richmond. Going to push forward here. Visevic squares it nice through the middle of the park, and good running there. Nice change direction. Muirhead just looking for some options, not really forthcoming to him. He waves his arm in disgust. Clumsy there by Doyle, but it's alright. Cumming goes back to Italiano. We'll go back there to Anderson. We'll have to go back to Italiano. Good pressure there. And long clearance towards the centre line. Missed by all. Zodic. Diaco keeps his footing. Nice ball there for Zodic. Here's an opportunity for Honos. And stripped just as he was going to take the shot on goal. Superb defending. And they'll get a free kick. But how about that for defending? I was about to say it's going to be 3-2. Honos was on. And he just stripped the ball away. Superb defending there by Richmond. And Muirhead down the line. Cahill onside. And that'll be a goal kick. In fact, it's been given a corner. I think Cahill was looking for a little bit more there. Was looking for a free kick. Nice ball there by Muirhead. No, in fact, good call there. In fact, and Taban Sogoglu. A bit of a tongue twister for me, that one. I'll give Oakley here another ball to defend. We've put numbers forward here, Richmond. We are flicked on. Here's a chance. It's a bit of ping pong in the box. The shot, it's over. And it's a goal kick. In the end, it looked like it was going to be far more dangerous. And in injury time, that was going anywhere. It was anybody's ball. Bit of ping pong. And now you've just lost your credits with that ball over the bar. And really on the cusp of half time. It would have been tonic there for Richmond to go back into the rooms. In the end, it's only a goal kick. Italiano and Theodoropoulos will be very, very relieved indeed. Will there be one last attacking foray here by Oakley? So obviously wouldn't expect to be too much stoppages. We did see a stoppage only moments ago when Festerson went down with a high tackle. It's a free kick there to Richmond. Might have been a hint of handball there by Diaco. And Gale will be most certainly taking his time here as they look. In fact, that is half time here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. And we hope that you're enjoying the coverage here. I most certainly am enjoying calling it. It's a Richmond 2, Oakley 2. And we are in for some second half. We look forward to seeing you all back in 15 minutes time. And welcome back to all here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. And it looks like the rain may have subsided momentarily here. And hopefully the second half is as exciting as the first. One of the best halves of football I've seen this season. Been an enterprising game. We've seen everything, stunning strikes, great play on the right, particularly by Festerson, superb finishing by Cahill. And it's 2-2 with all to play for in the second half as we're underway. And Richmond, of course, will be kicking as half an opportunity. That is a free kick there early on for Richmond to apply a bit of pressure. This game has been played at such a frenetic pace. On most occasions I can't even get the sentence out before something happens. But an opportunity here for Richmond to apply a bit of early pressure here on the Oakley defence. They've been good from their set pieces today. So I mentioned in the first half, it'll be interesting to see how both teams now will attack this second half. It was a free-flowing game of football. Plenty of open spaces on the field. I'd expect this half just to be a little bit tighter, a little bit more congested, as Vicevic whips the ball in, high ball crossing there, and it might be a corner. It is the first corner of the half. It's only taken Richmond 1 minute. It was a high looping ball there by Vicevic, curving, and an easy clearance there for Anderson. Now another opportunity. In fact, conditions almost look perfect now. The rain has well and truly subsided as the ball comes in. Headed away there. Cross back in. The chance, cut home the shot. Not troubling Italiano on that occasion. Swung around there on the half volley. May have taken a slight deflection from his own player. In the other game, of course, at half time, down at Epping Reserve, it's Hume 1, Heidelberg 1. And of course, that game just as pivotal as this one. Hume, of course, starting the round on the same amount of points here as Richmond, on 21, just 2 points out of the top 5. Now playing the league cellar dwellers in Heidelberg, who, if they have any opportunity to stay in the top flight, require all 3 points. So we'll keep you updated on that one as scores come to hand. There's Dahl now with the free kick for Oakley now to push forward. Another high ball, should be an easy one, and goal. Watch that one go over. And a wasted set piece there by Oakley. One of the rare wasted balls by a team in this game. I said from the outset that Richmond's defence has been one of the strong points this season. They had only conceded 16 in 15 matches. But Festerson in particular has carved them up on a couple of occasions. As Diaco now on the ball. All gets whipped in there. And Zodic couldn't the first time, couldn't quite handle it. And now the ball comes, it's cut off there by Drakos. But he'll concede the throw in. Armenian had a great shot on goal saved by Italiano early on, just only moments before going down by a goal. Looking for the little 1-2, but Purcell not quite awake to that one. It's nice through ball there by Muirhead. The idea was right, the execution just lacking slightly. There's a slip there, but it falls there, but it'll go there now eventually through to Carahan. Ball clearance. They've played the more long ball style Richmond today. Oakley have been more patient in their build-up, looking to pass on more occasions. There's a ricochet there, could have gone anywhere. And the lack of communication between Italiano and I think it was Anderson came. In fact, it was Anderson. And how about that one? Italiano straight into the nose of Anderson. They concede the corner. Slightly laughable there when you catch it on the replay. That was a sweet clearance there by Italiano, straight into the face of Anderson, and there's a corner conceded, but that could have gone anywhere. They'll whip the ball in. It's a flatter one. And rising the highest on that occasion was Jorayev. He couldn't quite control the header. But again, they've looked dangerous from the set pieces. And Jorayev there, in the end, really, with a mountain of space. Poor defending by Oakley on that occasion. Diaco just sit down. Does well. Honos takes the shot. And that won't be troubling anybody. In fact, it'll take someone quite a bit of a walk to collect that ball. With the outside of the boot, but he well and truly sliced that wide to the right. Honos, of course, opened the scoring after 5 minutes. The equaliser came from a stunning free kick by Tom Cahill. Pigeonholed at top left-hand corner. An absolute peach of a strike. Richmond then went in front after 24, and it was that man Cahill again. Pickpocketed, Oakley defence, intercepted. Italiano backpedaling. A superb, clinical striker's finish. Made it 2-1. And then on 33 minutes, as Drakos there will clear, on 33 minutes, Zodic equalised with Festerson again on the right doing the damage, finding his marker, and Gull almost loses it there. Good work, in fact they'll concede the throw in. So Gull there just not clearing on that occasion. Chance now for Drakos. Launch an attack here for Oakley, if he does indeed ever get a ball back. And of course, folks, for all your information on this, our wonderful game here in Victoria, make sure you jump on the Football Fed Vic website. Is that handball? No, Diaco looking for it. Not forthcoming. They can attack here now, Richmond. They got numbers streaming forward. It took a little bit too long and easily cut out there, but Vicevic applies pressure but concedes a free kick. Of course, once again, footballfedvic.com.au. And just took a little bit too long on that occasion. And the ball was just a little bit behind Vicevic. And in the end, he conceded the free kick. Of course, the Summer Champions League will be played once again later on this season, or this year. Nice way for all the juniors to play some great competitive football, some classy players on the way up. Nice little razzle-dazzle there by Honos, but it doesn't go to anyone in particular. Fortuitously for him, still with Oakley, and they'll get the throw in. So a far more sedated start to the opening half, to the opening of the second half, sorry. Sort of frenetic pace of the first. It's always going to be tough to keep that going. And that might be a free kick. No. Play on. See the player slipping and sliding now. Like I said, the conditions have improved, at least with the rain. Of course, the ground underfoot is quite soft and slippery. Be interesting to see who the coaches will look to on the bench. They have Eterovic, Richmond, Koifi, Okai. Squared up there for Zodic. Has Drakos streaming to the left. Good defending. Good defending there by Viola. And now Armenian can run. Look to take Doyle on. In fact, it's Walker, but Walker does well. Not falling for any of that rubbish. He said, get out of my place. But he concedes. So all his good defending gone to waste there. But Anderson cleans up the mess. And Richmond will get his throw in. Cross comes in. Vicevic just a little bit wide for him. And now it's Oakley's turn to stream out of defence now. Diaco was looking for the ball first time. Not forthcoming there by Festerson. And they'll have to revert back to a slower forward movement here. Squared up there to Zodic. Drakos again providing some options on the left. And this occasion he'll get it. Squares the ball up nicely. Just wide, and Cudahan defends it well. Diaco was lurking there in the box. It's now with Walker. Another long clearance here by Richmond. And it'll be a throw in. 55 minutes on the clock. And still the same scoreline as half-time. 2-2. No real clear chances. Couple half chances by Richmond. A dangerous ball there by Anderson. But Tafsan Oakley makes that one good. Time I rip that name out, they've gone half the way up the field. And that's a corner there. And Oakley's first corner of the second half. What kind of pressure can they apply on the Richmond defence from this set piece? We do have the subs now warming up in earnest. So saying there's Eterovic and Querfio Okai might provide a bit of run there for Richmond. There's Stahl and Farnham as well. Of course there's Walker and Christodoulou, scored the goal of the season last year. Evan Christodoulou, of course, started last week for Diaco. As we look now for the cross. In fact, it is Eterovic that has come on. See if I can get who came off on that occasion. Okay, play to a long high ball into the box. Goal! Was running, pedaling backwards there. And parried it away. And catch that one again. That ball was dipping. And goal all of a sudden was just a step too late. And really had to outstretch the arms there to clear it. Just misjudged that one slightly in the air. They did goal. Unfortunately, was able to get enough on it. He had his fellow defenders behind him anyway, but he wasn't to know. Zaman in now. There to Viola. Cahill loses it, pickpocketed there by Zodic. Now using his pace, he'll look to cut inside, does so. Diaco. Festerson's onside. Festerson now in the box. Take the shot himself! And that would have been some goal. I got a little excited there. Festerson, how about that? Round one, round two, and everyone was expecting the cross. That was curling, just wide. And that really would have been worthy. The way this game's being played, that would have been a stunning strike. That would have been worthy of the calibre of football we've seen here today at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. And Festerson, for mine, has been one of the best players on the pitch. And that really was an absolute beautiful strike on goal there by Festerson. And unfortunately for him, just didn't quite curl enough. The new man there, Tedovic, gets his first touch of the football. So that man now, Festerson, now on the other side, imploring, coming to run. And does well there, the Richmond defence, and they'll get the throw in. The idea was right there by Festerson, coming not quite awake to it. Long throw in, but a little bit wayward, and falls now eventually there for Diaco. Zodic, and that's a free kick, and Zodic's quick nimble feet, quick movement there. Yeah, we saw on the replay there, that was superb movement there by Zodic. Just let that one unfold on that occasion. A little bit of twinkle toes. It was a little bit too quick there for Viola. A free kick. There'll be a number of players on the ball. Diaco. In fact, Zodic there will get some help here. Maybe the fell a little bit awkwardly from the tackle. Didn't seem anything too untoward. But he'll seek some assistance here from the medicos. Maybe the magic spray. But he's limping here. And he's played a good game, Zodic. Initially I'd said he'd been relatively quiet in the opening half hour, but he most certainly got into the game. Scored the equaliser. He's been creating a lot of space on that left-hand side as Diaco will take the free kick. We've seen this one before. Diaco with the shot! Great save, goal! It's a corner. And Diaco went down for the low post option now on the right. And look at it again, around the wall, and goal would have seen that one very late. Superb save, goal, great football all round. Swiftly down to his left. Super save, super football. And this game continues to grow. And still at 2-2. The cross comes in, it's a high one. Goal punches that one. Doesn't get a lot of distance. And headed away there nicely, but only momentarily. Doyle there, and we'll give up the throw in there, Doyle. But Oakley now just starting to turn the screws a little bit. Had the better of the opening 15 minutes of the second half. But ultimately, the scoreline still reads 2-2. And both Diaco and Festerson have seen two stunning strikes and goal. One just missing, one being parried away for a corner. And Hume have just gone up 2-1 down at Epping. So that sheds a little bit more light on this game as well, because Richmond at this stage will fall behind Hume. So a little bit of added pressure, although they wouldn't be aware of the scoreline, the players themselves. I'm sure the coaches, you can hear the locals down below, they're really starting to get into this game well and truly. They've seen a fantastic opening hour of football. Let's hope the last half hour lives up to the first. Never a dull game when Oakley are in town. As that ball's lost on the roof there. Quickly replaced, play on. Purcell there to Cahill, might get it back, in fact it'll go to Eterovic. Eterovic now swivels around on the left, it's a good ball, Vicevic. First touch, just let him down only slightly, but it was enough. Oh, and Zodic there, was handball, as we saw there, Vicevic couldn't quite just get the handle there. Nicely cut out there. And a chance now for Honos. Was looking for the 1-2 there by Dorr, but Dorr will go to the right. Give it to Festerson. Has to go back for Oakley to move forward. We'll go right back to the middle of the park here. Looking and trying to create space here with quick, swift passing. Honos does well. Eventually goes back to Festerson. Back again. And Doyle, who started it all off about a minute ago, gets it back. Anderson now switches to the left now. Drakos has Zodic to his left, but he'll opt to swift it in there to Diaco. Great first touch. Was looking for a little back flick for the running Drakos, but didn't quite get onto it properly. Zodic, will he get it back? He does. Good running there by Zodic, but again, eventually the weight of numbers. But it's still there now. Diaco looking for a little lob. I don't know if that was a cross come shot or shot come cross. Either way, it's a goal kick. But you always see Diaco's mind ticking over. And geez, he's been a wonderful player to watch over the years. Of course, applied his wares at Melbourne Victory. Now, always great to have him back in the Victorian Premier League. He's definitely one of my favourite players to watch over the years. Great footballing mind. And he always looks dangerous when he has the ball. Of course, he scored 8 goals this season in 13 matches. Had a bit of aerial ping pong. Play on, still in the air. Eventually falls there for Honos. But Cudahan does well. Nice 1-2. I thought they might have gone through the through ball there for Cahill. He was just running slightly offside. I pulled back. They might get another chance here. Canal on a yellow card, and that's offside. A poor one to give away. There wasn't actually swift movement there by Richmond, and really should have remained on side there. I think Armenian. And Italiano will reload here for Oakley. Look to launch it long. Right down the middle there. Veers to the left, and Zodic unmarked, but his first touch disappointing. Should be an easy one there, but they'll concede the throw in. So good pressure there by Zodic. Gave up the ball, a good persistence, and they'll get it back. Pressured Viola. Honos has Drakos, and that's offside. Good defending there by Richmond, just pushing up. Saw what was coming. 65 minutes on the clock here. It's still 2-2. And not from a lack of trying, I can assure you. Trust you're enjoying the coverage here tonight at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. Round 16 action. It's been an absolute beauty. You can see Gull there showing the signs of war. The muddied jersey. You can see through the amount of rain today that the goal mouths on each side are quite muddy, but the ground has held up remarkably well, although showing a few signs of wear. Anderson to take the free kick, go backwards. Evan Senkoglu. Swift hard ball there to Zodic. Great ball. Zodic will run to the left this side. Zodic, and they'll get a corner. And Zodic is one of those tricky customers because you know he can cut in, he can go out, and always a tricky player to defend. Across to come in now. Pushing a few numbers here, Oakley. Ball comes in, backheaded. It's cleared off the line. No, it's not. It's gone right through. Amazingly, well, poor defending, really. I'm lost for words. The backheader came on and nobody wanted it. And amazingly, Oakley up by 3-2. And I'm lost for words here, folks, because really, the corner came in. The header was flicked back. I was expecting goal. Goal didn't go for it. I was expecting a line clearance. That wasn't forthcoming. And all of a sudden, on 68 minutes, it's Richmond 2, Oakley 3. And they'll be stunned by that, Richmond. It really was quite lax defending. And Oakley are up by 3-2. But in fairness, it's been deserving. They have played the better of the second half. And how will Richmond respond here? Kevin Bartlett Reserve. They were down early after 5 minutes. They responded within 7. But now they've got a bit of work to do. As Festerson now. And good defending there by Muirhead. Does well. They look to push forward here now. Armenian. Onside is Cahill. A good defending. Anderson will give it there for Zodic to run at the defence. Diaco. Looking. Finds. Well done there by Diaco. Festerson has a shot himself. Side netting. And Diaco there bought some time. Festerson again free. This time opted for the shot. Gull had the near post covered. By Viola. Little 1-2 there. Purcell. Nicely done there. And now falls there for Honos. Will he use Zorich to the left? In fact, he might go himself here, Honos. A good defending, corralled. Nicely done there, well worked there by the Richmond defence. They corralled Honos. Cut him out for space. But they'll have the free kick. Substitution to take place here. And it'll be the goal scorer, Honos. He'll make way. Played a good game, Honos, today. But on 70 minutes, he makes way. Here for Christodoulou. As I said, the scorer of the goal of the year last season. In fact, the season before. Christodoulou, nice little shiny fluoro boots. Won't be too hard to miss. Might get a touch straight away here. Drakos will go for Diako. Diako there. Will come in, will be a goal kick. We'll be playing on the mind here of the Richmond hierarchy. Who will they be looking to bring on? Just bring a bit of life back into their game. And on, little flick there by Visevic. Here's an opportunity now. Good defending. Cumming done extremely well on that occasion. Headed back into play. Little flick on there by Visevic. Many in there. Good defending Cumming in the nick of time. Just as it looked like the strike on goal was going to take place. And Muirhead now to take the corner, the ensuing corner. And they apply more pressure here. It's been one of their more dangerous routes to goal. Cross comes in. Pass, and should be an easy header away it is. And now Zodic can utilise his pace. He'll go for the little dink there to Christodoulou's first touch of the game. Looks to square it. Didn't get enough on it. Headed away. Cut a hand in the middle. Free kick. Yes. In the middle of the park. Looking to move it quickly here now, Richmond. Still plenty of time on the clock. They'll look to push forward here across there. Cahill cut out there nicely by Tavan Sagoglu. A throw in there to Richmond. Trailing now by 3 goals to 2. After having the lead for only 9 minutes. Ricochet back. Fortuitously straight to Italiano. Cahill just lurking there. A little bit of games being played in the 6-yard box there. Italiano buying himself a few seconds. Allowing the team just to quickly run back into place. Long ball. Take the full to Zoric again. Can he keep the ball in play? He does. Well defended there. The ball just given away there, and Drakos can head it away. But straight back. But threw away the numbers again. Oakley get it. Long ball. So no one in particular. The goal will take an easy one. Goal will just drop it to himself to play on. Sizing up the field here, looking long. Should be one for Anderson here, but well done there by Cahill. Used his body well. Has Armenian to his right. Nice ball. Armenian has options in the box, but it's a poor ball there. An easy one there for Anderson. Eventually he falls there to Drakos. To Zoric. Now Diako in the middle. Again looking sharp, Oakley moving forward. And they've got the runners to the left, but up through the middle. Christodoulou around one, but not around another. And a long clearance again. It's another wasted ball. And the Oakley defence will take that all day long. As we reach the half-hour mark of the second half. Richmond 2, Oakley 3. Unfortunately for Richmond, poor defending on 67 minutes. So Oakley take the lead. as Christodoulou almost makes something out of nothing. But Gull will take claim to the ball and launch it long. I'd like to see Richmond playing a little bit more on the ground. A lot of long balls today. There's been a lot of easy clearances for the Oakley defence. Got a chance now there for Doyle. They look to push now here through Festerson. Well defended, and they'll get a free kick. Good play. And now Hume City have made it 3-1. There's another substitution will take place here. But Oakley now lead by 3-1 with 70 minutes gone there. Barring a miracle there, as another substitution takes place. They're pulling the changes now. Richmond, and on comes Kurusaratis to apply his wares here. See what he can do in the last 15 minutes of the game. Ball comes in. Visevic. Need to start creating something here, Richmond. Become a little bit more stagnated. Good header away there by Drakos, and it's a corner. It's a corner here again for Richmond. It's been like I mentioned, one of their more attacking routes to goal, and they have caused Oakley all sorts of issues in the air through set pieces. But they need something here now, Richmond. Ball comes in, it's another high ball. Cut a hand there. But again, it's an easy one for the Oakley defence, but the ball comes back in. The header is just over the bar. And Viola, unmanned, just outside the 6-yard box. Just heads it over the bar. And he's a little bit disgusted with himself. He had a chance there, and it's just wide. A golden opportunity goes begging for Viola in Richmond. And really, you'll be looking at that at the end of the game. And really should have put that one on target. As Italiano takes the ensuing goal kick. Headed away for a throw in. A golden opportunity for Richmond. Their best of the half. Christodoulou on the ball. A little bit congested then, and eventually falls there for Oakley. We'll go back. Chance now. They'll revert to the far side here. Poor first touch, but they should win. Throwing that's Richmond's throw in. Just looking for some runners here. Looking. Go for the long ball. Falls there nicely. Cahill keeps it in. Still with Cahill. Nicely done. Cahill couldn't quite keep his feet and well played there by the referee. Called play on loud and clear. And now they can break. Doyle just didn't quite have that runner he was looking for. Had to go sideways. Nicely cut out. But cut out again then. Anderson through the middle. Diaco. Back to Anderson. Switch now there to Drakos. We'll go back to Anderson. He's had 4 touches in the last 30 seconds. And Drakos and back to Anderson again. Anderson now just looking upfield. Go long. Nice ball there for Christodoulou. Manages to keep his feet. And we'll get the throw in. We're just getting a little bit congested there through the middle. Anderson playing a pivotal role as they move forward there, Oakley. Oakley, of course, looking to maintain pressure here, and of course maintain second position as Christodoulou. Back to Doyle. Festerson now. Running into the box using his pace. Festerson, great save, goal! And it's that man Festerson again. Nicely done. Through the middle. They went. Festerson took him on again. Running hard at defence. Went through for goal. Great save, goal. But Festerson has been in everything. And he has caused all sorts of headaches for Richmond today. And it's when they've looked dangerous, as Drakos will take the corner. Cross to come in. Drakos punched away there by Gull. In fact, the ball went out of play. We're looking to have another substitution here. Bit of a lull in play, looking for a ball, I think. Here we go. And Gull will take it. And finally we'll get play underway again. With under 10 minutes remaining here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. It's the home team 2, Oakley 3. It's been a fantastic game of football here today. A great advertisement for the game. Hasty clearance there. Cahill just looking for some support. Cahill will have to go backwards there. Nicely done, kept his footing. Sweet touch there by Cahill. First touch there by Purcell. Couldn't playing with the ball there. No pressure being applied. Here we go, finally the Richmond forwards come up. Force Italiano to grab the ball. And now he'll release long, but it's a poor clearance. For Zefo Terovic. Christodoulou, is that a free kick play on? 6 of one, half a dozen the other, said the referee. Diaco. Now with Zoric. Richmond will get the throw in. Was looking there for Terovic. In fact, he will get the ball. But nicely cut out there by Zoric. Nice 1-2 there with Diaco. Zoric will keep the ball in play here. Looking. And Diaco, in fact, it'll be a throw in there to Oakley. Zoric there was just looking for some options. Was looking left, looking right, looking left, looking right, and eventually won the throw in. Just sit down there by Christodoulou. Showed a little bit too much of the ball. Headed there. It'll fall there to Richmond. Who now Richmond can break. Chance here now for Cruceratus. Looking for Cumming and finding him. Cumming now. Back to Doyle. Gone backwards again. Now back to Anderson. And they'll switch play again. As Drakos to his left. And he'll go for that option. As Drakos might go back to Anderson. A little bit of deja vu from about 2 minutes ago. As Anderson will go all the way back to Italiano. Who'll launch the ball long. Good ball there for Festerson. Nice first touch. Back there to Cumming. And nice running on the ball there by Cuttahan. Will cut this one off. And I'll go back to Gull. Who'll launch it long. And will go right into the dugout there for a throw in. So time just starting to become a little bit of an issue here for Richmond. 83 minutes on the clock. And they're trailed by 3 goals to 2. As we looked at, looks like there'll be another change here. And who'll be coming off here? Looks like it's Zoric going to be coming off. And Theodoropoulos. He'll shake the hand of Zoric, who's been fantastic, especially after a slow start. Got himself involved. And Zoric will come off here. 6 minutes remaining. The chance now for Walker, Zach Walker that is, to apply himself and see what difference he can make. Throw will come in. Looking for Diaco, but they'll have another opportunity here as it's headed away for a throw in. The crowd have gone quiet here. The game has just slowed down a touch, which is good for Oakley. Richmond need to ignite a little bit of passion here. Try and get themselves back in the game. As their 5-match unbeaten streak at the moment looks to be coming to an end. And Oakley, of course, looking not only just to shore up a finals position, but looking for a top 2 position. They look to go back to Drakos. but they'll win the throw in, and Drakos will take it. You can see the experience just taking his time a little bit here. Nicely done, Drakos. Second tick away. For long throw after all that was a poor one. And now a chance now for Richmond. Visevic has Purcell, but nicely cut out, and you hear the faithful below not happy with that as Diaco. But well defended there by Cudahan, but Diaco will win it back. There's Festerson in support, but Cudahan does well. And there will be another substitution here. Good defending there by Cudahan. And there'll be another substitution. Third and final one here for Richmond. Last roll of the dice. It's Purcell will be coming off. It looks like we have a Kawaifo Oakley to come on. What can the young man do? He has 4 minutes plus injury time to try and get a point here for Richmond. Kusaratis. Cannell does well, buys himself a little bit of time with that little pirouette. And the ball will be given up. Or will it? Coming there just a little clumsy. But we'll get the ball back. And now a chance here for Walker. Back there to Doyle. Really just, I was going to say soaking up the clock nicely there, but cut out there by Cudahan. Poor ball there by Doyle in the end. Now Visevic. They need some runners. They need someone to come up to the ball. There's a chance now for Kusaratis. How will he attack it here? It's got weight of numbers now. Well defended, but it falls nicely. There for Viola. But in the end, too much pressure, and that'll be a free kick. A free kick there for Oakley. And now, time is well and truly the enemy of Richmond. But Oakley have done it well this half. They've been by far the stronger team after such an enterprising, closely played first half, where it was 2-2 at half time. Oakley have come out and shown why they're second on the ladder. A string of chances. As Italiano's long ball will go out for a throw in. No, kept in nicely. In fact, it is a throw in. String of close calls by Oakley, and eventually the goal coming through, maybe through more luck than anything. Poor defending, lack of communication in defence, and Drakos will kick that one away. Lack of communication in defence saw Oakley go up after 67 minutes, and Richmond since then have only been able to muster one real clear-cut shot on goal, and Viola. There's the ball given away too easily there by Eterovic. Lobbed there by Diaco for Christodoulou. Little one-touch football to himself. And does well and win the throw-in. Viola had a golden opportunity when he was free just outside the 6-yard box, and he headed over the bar. And since then, Richmond haven't fashioned out too many chances. We have a little over 60 seconds left remaining here at Kevin Bartlett reserve. Oakley looking to soak up the clock here. Diaco using all his skill, and as Christodoulou looked to go through the fence there, just taken away just when it looked like he was going to stream through the middle of the penalty area there. And a poor ball, and Visevic slightly disappointed with that one. Oakley again now. Diaco gives it there to Doyle. Doyle, nicely done. We'll go back there to Drakos. Flicked away there by Festerson. Diaco 1-2 with Christodoulou. Shut down there. Kawaifo Oakley got the ball there. Back there to Cannell. And now Cudahan, and they need to move forward quickly. We are now edging to injury time here at Kevin Bartlett reserve, and this is one of the last chances here, and the ball's given away, and Tavan Sankoglu clears it. Only momentarily. Gull runs outside the box. And they need to move forward quickly. Time is of essence. Last chances here for Richmond. Nicely shielded. Cruceratus didn't have much support. And Christodoulou, Viaco's onside. He doesn't really have anyone running in, but he might take this one to the corner flag. Does well, in fact, don't worry about wasting time. Diaco might go all the way himself, but it'll be a goal kick. And I thought Diaco might play the corner flag, but he thought, no, stuff this, I'm going alone. A nice little pirouette there, made the defenders look a little silly. As Gull, straight down the middle. 1 minute's been played of injury time. Etedovic now squares the ball up. Here's an opportunity now for Richmond. The ball comes in. It's a poor one. Draco should clear. Does so. He might get his own clearance here and launch the ball long. And it's a throw in. But time ticking away here for Richmond. Viola quickly with the throw. Canal. Nice little pass to himself. Chance now. The ball to come in back to Canal. Canal might take a shot himself. And that might be all it, folks. And there'll be a goal kick. Canal on the ground there. Took the shot. Looks like he's pulled up a little sore there, Canal. There's definitely no tackle on him. In fact, he may have just cramped. But we're now into the 3rd minute of injury time here. And it looks like Oakley might take the points here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. Hume City still lead by 3-1 at Epping Reserve. Surely the last chance is here now for Richmond. Streaming forward, Cudahan. But Tavan Senkoglu almost kicks that one into the freeway. Last roll of the dice here for Richmond. Pushing numbers here now. All or nothing. Long thrown into the box. Headed back into a dangerous area. Here's a chance. And it's a free kick there. And it was really... The ball came in and headed back into danger. And a little elbow there by Viola. Didn't go unnoticed there by the referee. And surely now the whistle will come into play any moment now. It looks like Oakley will consolidate second spot as Oakley make their 3rd and final substitution. Diaco comes off. And it might be Leolios. They come on there. Headed away. Still there now, Festerson. Will he take it to the corner flag or will he go alone himself? Squares it up. Whatever happened to the good old days of football where you're trying to ride the clock? And that's the final whistle here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. And we've seen an absolute cracking round 16 encounter here. But it's Oakley who take the chocolates here. And they're away victors by 3-2 and consolidate second position on the ladder. Richmond, unfortunately for them, couldn't quite consolidate that great first half showing. Final scores here, Richmond 2, Oakley 3. Trust you've enjoyed the coverage here, and we look forward to catching you online next week.